What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Flash video. If you're new to this channel, please do drop a like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video at the end. And I know it's been a while since I've done a Flash theory video, but I've thought of one finally. I've been reading some of the comics again and just having a look at what's possibly coming up next. And in my opinion, I think I've got an interesting idea about the Thinker. And while I say this is a theory, this is by no means probably going to happen, but I just want to kind of explain some parallels that I've noticed in the Flash comics. So, in the TV show, the Thinker has taken control of Hazard, aka Becky Sharp, and he's gaining seemingly all of the powers from the bus metas. Now, for what gain, we do not actually know just yet. And, well, he only has a few so far, and he seems to be kind of losing control, and he's got quite a few he needs to actually come and get next, and I expect there'll be quite a few more that we'll see as the season progresses, because we are really only about the halfway mark roughly, and the next episode is going to involve Now the Fiddler is a very, very early Flash villain and was in the Jay Garrick era and first appeared in All Flash number 32 in 1948. Now, Isaac Bowen found that he had the ability to actually use the fiddle to actually hypnotize people and things, and, well, it was a interesting villain. Now, the fiddle, if you don't know what the fiddle is, it is a sort of violin. I think it's kind of an interesting crossover there, to be honest, between the two. And, well, they've changed the Fiddler to be from a man to a woman. Now, the Fiddler was a curious character and actually teamed up with Clifford DeVoe in the comics. And this is Clifford DeVoe when he used the thinking cap. And now what they did was they were able to, along with Shade, they were able to hide Keystone City from the world. And it was only by happen chance that Barry Allen was able to locate it, and him and Jay Garrick were able to stop this trio of evil people. And, well, that was that. This was kind of the early days when we had the Flash and Jay Garrick sort of cross over to their different Earths and things like that. Now, the fact that they teamed up to hide Keystone City is something interesting, and it is part of this theory. I think that the Thinker is trying to somehow use Central City in the TV show to his own gain, but for what, I will explain in a minute. So, something also similar happened in the comics later on, much later on, during the Wally West era of the Flash, when he lived in Keystone City, and also Jeff Johns was writing this comic. And if you haven't read it, I would highly recommend going to check out the Jeff Johns run on the Flash volume 1 and 2. It is just awesome. It is so good. Really highly recommend going and checking that out. Now, the thing is, the fact that in this we had Aminette Black and her version of her rogues. We had Aminette Black's rogues. They managed to hide Keystone City and were able to do this and commit their own crimes and wanted the city for themselves, which also kind of turned into the fact that it was also revenge on Barry Allen and things like that. Now, Aminette Black is in the TV show. Annoyingly, she's not very good in it, in my opinion, mainly due to the accent, but she is actually working with the Thinker and selling these rogues or the metas even, and is actually getting these metas to the Thinker and feeding them to him. Now, the Thinker in the comics knew this was happening. He knew the fact that they were hiding the city, and, well, he wanted them to do this so that he could control Central City, plug his kind of weird connection cables into everyone, and use their brains to process power and store data. Now, that's possibly what he's actually doing. And he mentions enlightenment. Now, when they are in this, they are in the Thinker's sort of world, this sort of Matrix-style world. And if you think about it, Matrix, in some idea, is a sort of a utopia. If you're convincing everyone they're living in utopia, then they're going to like it. Now, that's quite interesting. That's just a side idea, the fact that this is what he's doing to control them. But he's also probably wanting to use people's brains and also possibly just Barry Allen as the Flash in the TV show to actually process data, raw data, maybe to come up with some sort of new contraption or machine to help the human race. But along the line, he's getting really weird and kind of taking over and things like that. So he's probably wanting to use this as his nefarious gains for this enlightenment. And I imagine this is what he's done is process this and sees that it is the only way to save the human race. Now, how will he actually be stopped? Now, the fact that he's actually controlled Central City would make an absolutely fantastic season finale and things like that, and a very CGI-heavy finale, which I don't know if they will actually do, but I think it would have very, very high stakes. However, how would he be stopped? Well, I personally do think that the mechanic will actually turn on him. We have seen Tom Cavanagh, Harrison Wells, actually holding what looks like, people have predicted to be the Cerebral inhibitor, but I don't think it is. It looks too much like the thinking cap. Now, what he could actually get is the fact that the Star Labs team may actually find the original thinking cap, because I believe it was just dropped by himself, and we never saw it kind of collected. I could be very wrong there, but they could see this and actually reverse engineer it to nullify his powers. Maybe because the mechanic will actually come to Barry Allen, or possibly to one of the team, and say that he's gone evil and here is the cap, do your thing, reverse engineer it, that's all I'm going to do. So that's my opinion on what is going to happen there. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is possible? Please drop a like, please do subscribe, check out our socials below, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.